Do you love fall colors but feel like you may have gone overboard with the pictures? There's another way to capture all of fall's beauty.
Instead of taking pictures of aspen trees, why not learn how to paint them? We have an expert painter with us today, Lisa Diane Martin, who knows a thing or two about painting outdoors.
Yeah, I just completed painting the views while on the summits of all of 58 Colorado 14ers.
All right, so I feel like I'm in good hands for this.
Hopefully.
All right, let's get started.
Lisa started off with 2 different sets of paint. For the base color of the trees, she picked up some paint samples from a home improvement store. The brighter colors for the leaves are going to be done with red, yellow, orange, and gold acrylic paint. Since aspen trees are white, we thought painting on wood would really bring out the colors more than it would to have painted on a white canvas.
So this is a nice gray color, a little bit more on the white side because aspen bark is always white. And when I paint a tree, I like to make it a little off-center. So these trees are kind of growing out to the right, which is perfect. And I like to start from the bottom up because it's easier to start thicker and go thinner.
Once the base of the tree is finished, switch to a smaller brush and start on the branches.
If you notice, the branches kind of go up at an angle and then curve back down slowly. So you can even make them zigzaggy if you'd like.
After finishing with a gray base, we switch to a white acrylic paint. This will be used to highlight the aspen bark by going in the middle of the gray.
Doesn't have to be perfect, and just kind of leave some gray on both sides.
To create shadows, mix a little bit of black acrylic paint with gray.
I'm gonna outline everything on the left side of the tree to make a little bit of a shadow. And I also like to, with the darker colors, draw some of the branches coming out, like in a shadow.
Once we finished filling in our trees with the white paint and adding in the shadows, it was time for the aspen eyes. With a smaller brush, get some black paint.
Basically, you just choose whichever spot you want and draw an eye shape. You can do as many or as little as you want, and no 2 trees are the same. So along with eyes, you can kind of do some rounded thin lines across. And a fun thing to do if you put a branch coming out from somewhere, like say the middle that's dark, is draw a little half circle around it. It makes it seem more realistic and more believable.
Lisa added in a pine tree to her painting using a darker green. Now it's time to add in some color. For the best effect, work dark to light. The aspens start with a glow of dark red.
And make sure some of them go over the bark, actually.
But adding it in seems kind of strange at first.
It just feels like chaos right now.
It does feel like chaos. Trust the process. But believe it or not, this is going to be mostly covered up. This will just be kind of some shadows.
I'll hand it back to you.
Next, add in a brighter red. Lisa made this by mixing in yellow and orange to the red. Make twice as many of these medium color leaves and cluster them around the darker color. Bring on the yellow. This is the step that will make your trees glow. Lisa has a way to make your yellow leaves stand out.
And I like getting thick paint for the leaves because it kind of gives it some texture on the top of all of them. And this is more important to kind of do small little dollops like that. Now for some sparkles.
Add in some specks of gold paint for variety and take a step back. If there are clusters of leaves you feel are out of place, add a branch in. Take another step back and admire your work. For detailed instructions on this painting, visit 9news.com/fixthis.